Hey you guys, it's Lotus Beauty Life coming back at you with another video. This video is a little different than what I normally do. It's going to be a two-part series, or at least if the videos run too long, I'm going to do it in two different videos. I'm going to do a part one, part two. But I'm going to try to cram it all in this one, but still keep it interesting and informative. As you can already see, it's going to be on the Jo Malone London products. And currently in front of us here is just a few items that I currently have in my collection that I use and have been using or will be using soon. Just to give you a little background on this particular company, it's a London-based company. As you can see, it says Jo Malone London. They do fragrances. They started up back in 1994, I believe, and basically they considered itself a fragrance company that has has the London heritage behind it, along with some of today's qualities. Um, and they have a vast amount of scents ranging anywhere from floral to citrus to spicy to woody. And they have a full selection of items that you can get these scents in, which here is just some of them. And I'll be going with you. Along with, they also have a small beauty line um, of skin products that I also have here in my collection currently also. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get started on some of the items in front here, and then in the bag behind them is something that I just purchased today that I added to my collection, um, and I would like to sample. I'll try to make this video as informative as possible. But anything that I miss in between hand that I feel like you guys should know, I'll drop it down at the bottom in the description box. So let's just get right on into it. This first particular product here is, as you see, the Peony and Blush Suede Body Cream, which comes in 5 point, I want to say, let's see here, 5.9 fluid ounces or 175 milliliters. This particular item, as you can see, it was purchased from Nordstrom's, this product line is something that Nordstrom's do carry. Bloomingdale's, and I think even Neiman's Marcus carries as well. This particular item is $75. It comes in a really nice glass jar to conserve the scent of the actual body cream. I have not gotten to use this on a regular basis, but one thing I can show you, which I would like to show you, let me see, because as you guys know, I love to do these one-handed videos because I'm currently just filming it with my cell phone. So hold on for a second. I'm going to try to open it up. Give me one sec. As you guys see now that this cream here, let me do, just see if I can do, if I can pick it up and you can actually see. It's very thin. It's not like your normal body cream that basically is very thick and hard to kind of absorb in. It's not like that. I can tell you that the fragrance itself, this is a part of the, because of the peony, it's a part of the floral collection that they have. Let me see if I can just work this in here. And as you can see, it doesn't really keep your skin super shiny, but it is very full of fragrance. So me personally, if I was to start wearing this on a regular basis, I would not build on this particular product because just this little bit that I put on my skin, it's basically lighting up this section that I'm actually standing in right here. So it's not, I would say this is something that you would put on if you had a shower gel, just a basic shower gel that's not really fragrant, I would place this item on, and I would put this one, I would not put this one as a full body cream because I think it would be a little much. I would just use this as something maybe to place on my hands, or maybe just on another part of my portion of my body just to give it a fragrance. It's very strong far as fragrance is concerned. But it's easy to apply. It's not something that because you have some body creams here. And I know that I have had that basically, it basically makes it very difficult to put on because it takes you days and days and days and days and days to basically work it in. And as you can see with this particular thing, it's very easy. It's very silky. And it has a very nice smell to it. It's just, I would say, which some of you guys may feel differently. I just feel like it's the fragrance of the actual floral scent, the peony, can be a little much if you were to place it on your whole entire body. But it's just like something that you have on your arms, or maybe something that you may want to dip out and maybe put in a little jar and just carry around with you if you have a profession similar to my own, where you're washing your hands a lot, and you just want to keep your hands well moisturized. This will be a very good product to have. But it can be a little bit pricey compared to some other body creams. Because it's $75 and you're only getting like 5.9 ounces. You figure for basic, body creams or something that has a little fragrance, you spend anywhere between 30 or 40. This is probably on a higher end. But I would say based on the scent and the quality of the actual body cream, that it's well worth your will probably be well worth your money. But I may have to come back to you guys once I start using it regularly to give you a really true review and love it, hate it kind of review on wearing that particular product. But let's move on to something else that's a part of the body, I would say the skin collection, and that would be this item here, which is the Vitamin E Body Treatment Scrub. This comes in this really big jar, which let me see if we can get the sizing on this, which is 21 ounces, which is 600 grams. This baby here, you can purchase, I purchased this from Bloomingdale's, but as I said before, you can purchase this item at Neiman Marcus, can never say that name right. Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom's, and also off of the JoMalone.com website. That particular item I have been using now for the past couple of weeks, and I can honestly say it's $90 and it's worth every single penny that they ask for. I'm going to see if I can open it for you and tell you a little bit about this product. So hold on right quick. So you guys, this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can really see, but it has a scrub, like a bath salt kind of texture. But it goes on as a cream. Just wipe some here so you'll see. And if you can't already see it, it's very oily in content. And what you would do with this particular item is before you get in the shower, you would put this on. Or at least, that will give you the best concentration of this particular item. You can also, some people feel like they want to take that first layer off skin and dirt and debris off first before they lather themselves with this. But to get the full benefit of this product, it's best that you place this on prior to getting into the shower. But you will put it on just as this, so, and as you can see, it lathers very well and evenly goes onto the skin very well. It doesn't really have a scent. It smells like, it doesn't have a scent to it. But when I tell you this, when you put this on your skin and it leaves your skin feeling like you just got a whole new layer of skin, I tell you, that's how you feel. You feel like you have like a baby skin. It's just so soft, and all of those rough spots are like evened off, and all of that dead skin is taken away, and it just makes your skin feel as if it has been hydrated with its own special chemical, special water, as if you just doused yourself with moisturizer to no other. I would say this is probably the best product to have during the wintertime when the wind and the cold is beating your skin to living death. This is the best thing to add moisture back to your skin. I use it during the summer. I use it during the winter. I will be at least during the winter. And spring, I think this is an all year round product. This has become one of my holy grail products. It just leaves my skin just so hydrated. And the best thing I like about it is that now that it's getting warmer outside, or at least where I'm from, the part of the US that I'm from, it's getting warmer outside, so I don't have to use something like the body cream or regular lotion or whatever the case may be when I use this product, because it hydrates my skin in a way that I don't feel like the shower has just sopped all of the moisture out of my skin. So, and this will keep me, I won't be ashy. My skin will just feel excellent and soft to the touch. And not only that, it leaves a shine on it. So, and it will last all freaking day and all freaking night. And it pairs really well if you want to, because it doesn't have a lot of scent to it. You can just put on whatever you normally put on, and it will not change the fragrance of whatever you're putting on. Your perfume or body cream or whatever you use on your skin, and how it mixes with your pH will remain the same. You just have this wonderful, soft, touching skin to go with it, which is, for me, is a double plus, because I feel like, a woman should be soft, and when you touch her hand or touch her arm, or whatever the case may be, she should be soft to the touch. And sometimes, especially like what I do and washing my hands so much, and just everyday, stuff, and working, that sometimes my hands don't feel like a woman, and, they feel rough, and, they look rough. So, and other parts of my skin, my feet, especially, because I'm always on my feet, so to be able to put something like this on and get that after effect is like a plus for me. So I use this, as you can see. It comes in a big jar, which is a decent size for $90, and it is worth, when I mean it's worth every single penny, it's worth every single penny, or at least I feel like it's worth every single penny. Um and I'm not going to talk no more about this item, because I probably can go on and on and on and on and on and on and on about it. So we're going to move on to some of the home items that they have that I currently own. And we're going to start with this one in the front, which is a diffuser, which this current scent is the English pear and freesia. which comes in 5.6 fluid ounces or 165 milliliters. And as you can see, it says that it's supposed to last, the scent's supposed to last all day. It allows in the diffuser. And you're supposed to have for 24 to 36 hours. So this is just directions on basically how to use it. My Nordstrom, as you can see, this was also purchased from Nordstrom's. It comes with these diffusing sticks, which basically what you do is you open this cap here. And this part, this black portion here, opens up so that you are able to stick these in there. And the fragrant basically sops up, soaks into the sticks, and basically you can leave it just about anywhere. I usually use this in my room. It basically, it, for me, I feel like it lasts, I would say maybe 30 days or more. Um, as far as the fragrance goes, I feel like it lasts as long as you have that thing in the room, because I've had jars of this. Like the last diffuser I used was the red rose. It took, just for the fragrant, like the liquid in here, to go away. I think I had it for a few months, so it was more than 30 days. And then, even then, it still had fragrance soaked in the sticks. So that lasts for another, I would say, at best, I think another 2 to 3 weeks before it started like really calming down where you could barely smell it. Um, if you're one of those kind of people that don't want, you don't want to walk in a room and necessarily be bombarded or, taken over by a scent, the diffusers are best. And something that's going to last for quite some time, the diffusers are best versus the candles, which later we can get into that. But I want to be able to read off to you exactly what the Jo Malone website says in reference to the diffusers and how long they actually last or supposed to last. Um, as I said, that one was an English pear and freesia scent, and it goes for $85. And it comes along with the diffuser sticks. Let's see if we can find out exactly how long this actually lasts. Well, they actually don't have a description, and it may be because I guess it depends on where you place this item. If you're placing it somewhere where it's getting a lot of breeze and a lot of exposure or sun exposure, then of course the scent would evaporate a lot faster. But as I was saying, for me, I feel like it lasts, I would say about 30 days or so. But 30 days, I would say 30 to 60 days. I'm going to say 30 to 60 days is how long I had it. And then the scent, once the actual fragrance itself, the liquid portion is gone, those sticks that were soaking in them will still give you another 3 weeks or so, of scent before it pretty much, evaporates altogether. And just to tell you guys a little bit about some of the notes that they use for the diffuser in the pear and English pear and freesia. They said that the top note is the King William pear, and the heart note is the freesia with a base of pistachio. So that's just some of the things that if those particular notes are something that you um like to smell, that would be a great combination and a great home scent for you guys you know, if you have a little extra to spend on home scents. Like I said, it's $85 and you can get it from Nordstrom's or Bloomingdale's, Neiman's, or their website, Jo Malone. Um, and one other thing I wanted to add is no, no, I totally forgot it. Oh, no, I did not. That particular scent, they have a range of scents that comes with the diffuser. That's what I wanted to say. That's just one of them, which is a part of the floral collection, just similar to the peony blush and sage. Um, this particular item, because I like it so much, I have it in the room spray as well, because I like my scents to be a little bit stronger. I like to be bombarded, especially by some of the scents that, you know, I really like. And I feel like in the like room spray, I actually second that and make that into a linen spray as well, which they also offer. But in certain selections, they don't offer this English pear and freesia, and linen sprays happen to be one of them. So I just use this room spray, and I use it in the room and I use it on my linen, and it works pretty good. And this particular item, eh, they need to get better with doing these little things. As you can see, I buy most of my products from Nordstrom's. Let me see if I can find it on a website here where you can see. Let me see. Sprays. I think because that was also an item for me. They have the linen sprays, just in case you guys were interested in the linen sprays. They have the linen sprays. They come in 170 milliliters, which is a little less than 5.9. I think it's 5 ounces, 5 fluid ounces, and um, they're $60. But if the room spray, like that one, as I told you, that one is a room spray that I just showed you. That is $60 as well. And it comes in the same size, 175 ounces. But the rum sprays come in 4 different scents. Um, some of the examples of that is they have the red rose scent, which if you love floral scents, that would be a great one. I had that in an actual diffuser. So if you have a diffuser going, that's kind of light. If you have it in an area where they don't get a lot of wind exposure, along with a room spray that you pair with, you know, and use as a linen spray, it smells amazing. And if you take that and maybe mix it with another floral scent, your room will smell like as if you just cut roses and florals from your garden, which is awesome. Um, but they also offer like a lime, basil, and meringue. Mandarin, and they have also a pomegranate noir, which is also part of the floral collection. So it's really up to you and what you really like. As I told you, they have like uh, spicy scents, woody scents, floral scents, and I think they have just like a plain linen as well. Um, but anyway, that's the choice is yours. This item here, like I said, runs about $60. The diffuser here, which comes in those same selections, runs about 85, and it comes with the diffusers. And both of them those items, I don't use a lot of them because, you know, spraying it just takes a couple sprays and pretty much you scented that whole area. And the diffuser runs about, I would say, 2 months at max, and 3 extra weeks with the once it's empty, with the soaked sticks. So we're gonna move on. These particular items here, as you can see, I burnt them complete. this particular item was a part of the Sweet Sunday collection, the sweet almond and macaroon. And then this is a part of its own selection, as you can see, on part of the perfume selection. And this was the Velvet Rose and Oud. These two burn totally differently. They are the same size candles, which is, let's see if we can zoom up on there. Look at the other one. They didn't put it on here. But as you can see, they're the same height, 2.5 candles. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're 300 milliliters is what they're calling them. And I can tell you by what the Jo Malone website says, and I can tell you personal experience because I have used, it's 200 grams actually. These candles are 200 grams, and this one here, that's a part of the regular collection with the Sweet Sundays and or what I call the clear clear glass candles. They run at $65, and they have them in many different fragrances. This is just being one of them. I've had my very first candle was in the Peony and Blush suede, which I burned not so frequently because the aroma of it is so strong that you burn it for about an hour, and I would have to put it out because if I had it burning any longer than that, it would spread to other rooms, but the room that it was burning in, it would literally give me a headache. It would run me out of there because the aroma was so strong and the fragrance in the candle was so strong that I had that candle for probably, I would say at max, I had it for probably six months or so. Because I would burn it and put it out, burn it and put it out. Like burn it out a little while and put it out because the scent was just so overwhelming and strong. Then I purchased the Fresta, the Fresta and the pear and Fresta, which is absolutely amazing. If y'all like clean scents, as far as the candle, I will burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, which they say that these candles are supposed to last. I think they say that it's supposed to last 65 hours or so, is what they're calling. They're saying that 65 hours. Those candles, I really beg to differ that they burn for 65 hours. I would say if you have these candles, that particular candle, which is this one, not even this one. This one, at best, it burns maybe for 35 hours. I would say maybe half the time, or maybe even, to be generous, I'm going to say maybe it burns 80% of what they say it burns. But one thing I can tell you is once you start burning it and you burn it for about an hour, maybe even 2 hours, the scent, the room that it's in is not, the scent is not going to stay there. If you have the door open and like you have a light breeze in the room, it's definitely going to spread into other rooms, into the hallway. So it's not something that you have to be up on the candle to smell. And if you have a scent that you're really in love with, or a note that you're really in love with in that candle, the quality of the candle that Jo Malone gives you is well worth the $65. You're gonna smell the notes, you're gonna fall in love with them as I did, and you're going to want to burn the candle, and you're gonna get most of your money's worth. I'm not gonna say, because some people will say that $65 for a candle, for that small of a candle, is a little bit absurd, but I really, 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 the scents that I go for, I really am in love with, and I buy them over and over and over again. But that's just on that one. Now, this particular item here, which was the red velvet and oud part of the perfume collection. They had three other candles, or what I call the dark glass candle, or I would say it's a part of the velvet collection. That particular item, they say that that's supposed to burn 65 hours too. I would say that is overstated exaggeration for that particular candle. I felt like that candle burnt for me at best. First, let me give you a little bit about, before I just jump right on top of this candle. Let me tell you how much this candle is. That candle is more expensive than the regular collection candle. This candle is $80. It's still 200 grams, just like the candle beside it. Both of them are supposed to burn at 65 hours. No, they actually did say it burns. The burning time for this particular candle is 45 hours. Um, I can tell you this right now that it probably didn't even burn half of that. That particular candle, or maybe it was just me. I love the scent. Don't get me wrong. It is very, very nice scent. Let me just tell you some of the notes that's in that candle, just so you'll know. They said it's velvet roses and oat, and it has the darkest rose that gives a rich texture, wrapped with a smoky oat wood with spicy clovers, decadent with decadence of pearlin, and it's supposed to burn for 45 hours. And it includes the magnetic lid. I can tell you guys, I'm being honest, I'm coming 100 with this. That candle burned for, at best, I would say maybe 20 hours. The flame on this candle, on this particular candle, now if we're going to do a quick comparison compared to the flame on this candle, the flame on this candle is wild, crazy, all over the place. It's not very common as if you would get with this candle or any other candle I've ever experienced. It always seemed as if you had a fire. I mean, like you had a high wind passing by the candle. It was always wild and crazy, which may contribute to the fact, that when it does burn, the same goes for this one, but it had a calmer light, a calmer flame. It has like what do I want to say? Condensation from the actual fragrance setting on the candle once it starts to burn until it actually gets that full part of the wax, in the liquid